Hey,
Sherry.
Beth.
Yes, Sherry.
You're looking like something's going on.
Well, I'm just trying to understand, and I'm just not getting it, obviously.
Getting...
I have some concerns that it would be criminal of me not to bring these forward, okay? And I've decided I'll talk to you first before I take this higher up. But I think that I am seeing a lot of damage and destruction happening over here because of you guys and these peer specialists that are coming in and thinking you can change the world and do my job. Well, just this idea of talking about recovery is just setting some of these folks up for failure, and my God, they have experienced enough tragedy in their own lives.
So it sounds like you've been a really strong supporter of people for a long time.
I have put my marriage on the back burner. I have neglected my own children to take care of these people because that is my God-given duty as a Christian woman. And I am just incredibly distressed that people without education or training are walking into this institution and doing counseling. Excuse me, Sherry. I think you can see how this is affecting me.
I guess I can't even imagine what it means to you to have done this job for so long and then see people come in that you don't think are qualified.
I wonder what has happened to the world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know it's funny to say this, but it is scaring me. The loonies are running the loony bin.
Yeah, I hear you.
What is going on with this?
Well, I guess, Beth, what just sort of strikes me just off the cuff is your absolute commitment and passion to people that you get to work with. And
you can see that? I thought you guys didn't see anything like that.
Well, I mean, for you to say that you've practically given up your marriage and, you know, spent more time with folks that you serve than even your kids, I mean, I'm not sure I've always
felt my kids had everything going for them, and they didn't need me in the way that these people need me. And I've been here for my consumers. My consumers. They're my patients. God damn it.
You know, at the risk of prying, it sounds like you really need and want some recognition for kind of what you've done. And I wonder, you know, if you feel like just by having new workers in here that are doing something different, if
Sure,
you feel
you guys are getting so much attention.
Right.
And there are those of us that have been here for 30 and 40. We've even got Jenny down the hall who's been here 50 years. And it's like we're being swept under this rug. What about the service of those? Don't even think about me. I mean, think about Jenny. Think about the ones that are older. I can deal with this. But it's just, think about what that's doing. It feels like you guys are coming in here and saying everything that we had believed and thought we were doing out of the goodness of our hearts was wrong or abusive or somehow a disservice to these people. I don't know what to even do anymore.
Wow, I mean, that's just such a powerful perspective. I mean, I certainly hadn't thought of it that way. And I can't imagine what it's like to have done something so passionately for so long and then feel like, you know, it's just being cast aside.
Are you guys saying that we've been hurting people?
Oh no, I hope that's not what you're hearing me say anyway.
Sherry, I haven't heard you say this, and I swear to God I will deny that we ever had this conversation. Please tell me you're not going to take this outside.
If you don't want me to talk about this conversation, I feel comfortable just talking with you.
Sherry, when you talk about possibility and people going on with their lives, we've worked very hard to take care of people, to make sure that life was stable, that they didn't have to get excited or to be uncomfortable or to feel like they had to make decisions that were beyond them to make. And that we were, and now you're asking, and it just seems like we're being told we were wrong, that we are the problem, that we're the reason why people don't move on with their lives.
That's, I mean, I can only imagine what that's like, and I guess, you know.
Who are you guys?
Yeah,
what is it you're doing?
From my perspective,
I don't understand.
Yeah, and I can imagine, because you've seen kind of people like me, so to speak, as your patients for a long time, and it's
and
so
you guys
interesting.
Keep coming in. I mean, we see you, we get you stable, you go out, and you're right back here where you started.
And that's what you've seen, sure. I mean, that makes perfect sense in this environment. And I guess, if you don't mind, I'd love to share sort of my own experience of feeling cast aside and brushed under the rug. Because, you know, as a person who's been receiving services here for a number of years, one of the things that was really shocking to me when I figured it out, or when somebody mentioned it to me, is that you know, I guess I had learned to believe I didn't have the ability to think for myself or make decisions.
We were trying to help.
And I felt that at the time.
Did you?
But I think after I realized that if I was going to sort of, this might sound kind of stupid, but for me to get that sense of growing up and moving on, I realized that I had to listen. I mean, I kind of had to make my own decisions, and, you know, right or wrong, what I've learned from that is that for me, taking risks meant growing in my life. And that's been really powerful for me. And, you know, I don't want to impose my experience on anybody else. But I also didn't want to be told that my experience was bad because I was doing something different.
Then what is my place in this? And what is our place in this? I don't quite get it. I get what you bring now. I mean, I understand this, but I don't know.
Well, I'd like to take a stab at that. I mean, I don't know if this is the whole answer, but I feel like your role in this is exactly what we're doing right now. I mean, for me, this is one of the most powerful conversations I've had since I started working here. And, you know, I just really appreciate your willingness to be, you know, really direct and honest. And
You can count on me for that.
well, I appreciate that. And I know you have to go to your conference call. So
Yes, I do.
I'll let
I'm
you
busy,
go.
but thank you.